So we've created our score system. So let's show it to the player and how they can actually keep track of what they're doing in the game. So the first thing we're going to do is take our lives remaining that we had here. We're going to enter our canvas and we have our lives text. I'm going to duplicate this. I do want to point something out, just in case anyone's having any issues with our canvas kind of making it so that you can't click on other objects in the game. Sometimes Unity can do this, sometimes it won't. But if, for example, we put our canvas over everything that our player can see, and now you can't click on any of these objects in the world, that's because the canvas is in the way. And the way we can change that is if we go to our canvas down here, you'll see that it's set by default to be on the UI layer. So what we can do is go up to layers up here, and where we have UI, we have a little lock symbol beside it. We can unlock it like that, which will make it so that we can click on the layer. So now what I've done is I can't click on any of these bricks anymore unless I'm already on the active canvas layer. So if I'm not clicked on anything, if I go to click on one of these bricks, instead it'll select the whole canvas, and then if I go to click on a brick, then it will activate to it. So if you've been having the issue where you're having to click on an object twice to activate it in the game, what you can do then is go to our layers drop down here and turn that lock on. And basically what that means is you can't click on that object in the world to activate it. So at the moment I can't click on either of these UI canvases, and I can't click on the bit of text here to activate it. But it means it makes it much easier to click on absolutely everything else within your game, which is more than likely some of the things that you're going to want to interact with more. So to activate then our little bit of lives text that we just copied, we need to click on it in the hierarchy, and I'm going to rename this to be the score text. Then I'm going to click and drag it over to the right here, like roughly like so. I'm going to align the text to be on the right there like that, and then I'm going to change the text in the box here to say score XXXXXXX, just to demonstrate how our score could be. And we'll actually, just in case our players manage to rack up some kind of crazy mad score in the game, we're going to make sure that this text box can stretch out quite a bit. So we're going to select the little kind of anchor tool, and we're going to click and drag that over to the side just so we can go out quite far within our world. There's no real chance that they're going to create a score that's like that long, but we just like to have our bases covered when we're working on these things in the game. Okay, so we've got our score text object created, so let's create a reference to that back in our game manager and display the current score to the player at all times. So we're going to go to our game manager, we're going to create that reference, we're going to say public text score text like that, and then in our start function the first thing we're going to do is say, okay, our score text is equal to score with a space plus whatever our current score is, like that. And then the only other thing we want to do then is down in our add score function, we want to go, okay, score text, we could just have copied the same bit of text, but we'll just type it for easiness sake. So score text.text is equal to score space plus score text. So perfect, there we go. We can save that, we'll pop back into our game, and we'll make sure we hook that new value up that we just set as the score. Once we go to game manager, oh, we've got a bit of an error here. 27 said it was on line 27. Oh, we should have said this was score text dot text. That was why, because we're accessing the text element of the score text component. So we'll save that again. Okay. Oh no, I hit play there. I really shouldn't have, because we haven't set up what our score text actually is. So we'll undo that and we'll go to our game manager and click and drag our score text into the correct slot, and now we can hit play. And now every time our player gets a bit of score by hitting against one of the bricks, why is it's showing up the wrong thing there? Did I? Oh, I set it to be score text down here. That was the problem. We want to set that to be current score. we don't want to say score plus the score text, because then it's just going to tell us the name of the object in the game, which obviously is no use to us at all, really. We'll hit play. And we start moving, and we see our score gets updated as our player scores points. So perfect, we've got a nice little simple point system added into our game.